This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Ewan McGregor stars as Count Alexander Rostov in A Gentleman in Moscow, the new limited series based on the best-selling novel. Stream it on March 29th with the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan. Visit ParamountPlus.com to try it free.
Hey y'all, this is Just a Touch of J, and I'm coming at you, getting ready to put it all out there in pieces, baby. What's cracking with my babies? Oh my God, happy Sunday. Ooh, I know y'all out there living your best lives, doing what it is that y'all do, baby. Shining on them, cause they hate it, baby. Oh my gosh, I know y'all out there being so thorough and so wise. And why do I tell y'all are out there being so thorough and so wise? Come on, y'all. Why do I tell y'all this? Oh, my gosh. Because y'all out there listening to me? No, I'm just messing with you. First of all, you are out there being thorough and wise because God made you that way. Yes, this is Just a Touch of J, baby. I got to put that out there in pieces for you. And second, because y'all are out here listening to me. And you got to be thorough if you are out here listening to me, baby, because I'm thorough. And you ain't going to be out here listening to me, baby, if you ain't thorough. No, you won't. Oh, of course, unless you a hater. Oh, my gosh, or a naysayer, or, the enemy or something like that. I don't know what you are, but you a hater, And if you out there and you hating and you listening, what do I say to these haters, y'all? Hi, haters, because y'all need this work too, right? So listen, oh my gosh, I got a word for y'all. Yes, child, I got a word for y'all. Y'all know when I got a word, that word comes to me, I got to give it to y'all. But before I do, first of all, I got to go ahead and I got to tell y'all thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you to everyone. You guys are just so amazing. Oh my gosh, all of your love and all of your support that you've been giving me. Oh my gosh, yes. Everybody out there in Africa, y'all are so amazing. Out in Texas, all around the U.S., I love you guys. Shout out to everybody back home, all my family, my loved ones. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you for checking out. My name is RONI76 on Instagram, baby. Thank you for looking at Making Love in V's Kitchen on Instagram. Follow me on Pinterest. Yes, y'all, on Facebook, the Just a Touch of J fitness page on Facebook and the Just a Touch of J fitness page, okay? On Instagram, for those of y'all who are out there in the social media world, and for those of y'all who are not, and y'all don't really do too much, y'all just like, look, I got your app. Shout out to y'all. Yes, for supporting the Just a Touch of J app. And if you don't have it, go into your app store, download it. Google Just a Touch of J too, baby, because I just try to put it out there in pieces for you, baby, and give y'all that goodness. All right, so listen, let's get straight to the tea. Oh my God, Mama got a word for y'all today. So be patient with me, okay? I've been studying it. I've been working on it. And God done laid something on my heart, y'all. So I got to go ahead. I got to give it to you, okay? I woke up to this. Now, listen, I fell asleep. I was working out, doing what it is that I do. Yes, I was working out. I was working out till like 4 a.m. yesterday. Because, look, I'm committed, okay? And it was a travel day for me. And I had to work yesterday. So when I came home, my allergies were bad. Y'all know how I get. I got the blepharitis. For those of y'all who don't know, it's inflammation of the eyelids. And it gets so bad sometimes where I can't see. So it was bothering me yesterday. So I said, let me come home. Let me go to sleep. I went to sleep and I woke up and I was working out. So for those of y'all who do know, or y'all who don't know, when I like to work out, I love to listen to my pastor while I'm doing it. I just put it on repeat, and I did, whatever the next one comes, I put it on YouTube, and I just let it just keep on going to the next episode, to the next one. Whatever it is, I feel like that's what God's, bringing to me. So child, dozed off after I work out, and it was playing. Child, woke up. And I woke up to Pastor Key. I had to sit out in Texas. Y'all know I love you. My God, y'all know I love me some Key Henderson. Shout out to you, Pastor Henderson, because he be peeping your girl, and I got to give him the shout out. Okay, you always showing love. So shout out to you, Pastor Keon. So he had the episode that was playing, y'all, was from last year, 2018. It was Easter. Okay, the 11 o'clock service one. Check that out. It's on YouTube. Okay, so when he's on there, he's talking about the Lazarus effect, and he's talking about the story where Jesus went ahead and raised Lazarus from the dead. So as I'm listening to this, I said, "Oh man, God brings it to me." I said. And I start thinking, and y'all know what happened when I start thinking. Y'all like it when I do it like that? Don't you? But what happens is when I start thinking, I was like, oh my gosh. God started bringing certain points to me. And he started bringing to me that I was the evidence. I said, hold on, wait a minute, hold on, Jesus. What you got going on? Because y'all know I love God. I love me some Jesus. So listen, I said, oh my gosh, okay. What? I'm the evidence. So he started telling me how I was the evidence that people needed to see. Now look, y'all, this is just a touch of J. I'm going to try to put this out there in pieces for you, baby. Okay? So I want to talk to y'all about being the evidence too. All right? So before I go ahead and talk to you about being the evidence, I'm going to tell you a little history about the story. All right? So this is how the story goes, right? So Jesus, he's chilling. Okay? Doing what it is that he do. Yes, he over there chilling with the disciples, right? So there's two ladies, Martha and Mary, okay? This is Lazarus' sister, okay? So basically, Lazarus is kind of like Jesus, like, half brother. He was rocking with him. You understand what I'm saying? He was rocking with Mary too. He was rocking with Martha, okay? So they basically send word. They say, oh my gosh, Lazarus is sick. Lazarus gets sick. And they go tell Jesus that Lazarus is sick. Jesus was just chilling with him, but he had to leave because they was out there hating on him, the Jews, and and all that. They was out there, they was trying to stone him, trying to kill him. So, he had to leave. So they look, go tell him that he's sick. All right. So when Jesus gets the word. Now look, wasn't no cell phones or nothing like that back then, y'all. Wasn't no, I could just, call you on the FaceTime, or wasn't no Instagram, wasn't no email, none of that. Wasn't no cars, none of that type stuff. So they had to go all the way over there, get word to him. So they get the word to him, it takes a little bit of time. So when Jesus gets the word, he because he already know what it is. He knew that he had to let Lazarus, die. He knew he couldn't hurry up and run there because Lazarus was the evidence. Like how I said I'm the evidence. Some of y'all are the evidence, but let me try to get there. Let me get there. So he knew when they came to him, look, man, Lazarus is he's sick, he ill. He's like, all right, well, all right, I'm on my way. So he takes his time. So, tells the disciples, look, we got to go back to where we came from. And they why we got to go back there? He look, man, some stuff going on with Laz. I got to go back there. Okay. So they start questioning, well, hold on, what you mean? These people just tried to, take you out. You trying to go back there? Come on now. Y'all ain't trying to go back nowhere. Somebody try to take you out, they try to kill you. And your friends might be like, why are you trying to do all that? But, Jesus knew it was for a higher thing. And he's trying to explain it to them, letting them know, look, this is for God. Look, I'm glad I'm not there now, because he knew if he was there, he would have had to fix it at that time. So he's taking his time. So they questioning him and they just basically well, look, what's going on? So Jesus look, he's asleep. He just tried to tell me he's sleeping. They ain't falling for it, So they well, if he's asleep, then let him be. He be all right. So he's look, no, he's dead. He's dead. So he takes a couple extra days to get back there. But while he's almost there, right, here comes Martha. Martha comes running to him yo. Now she say yo, but she's like, Lord, why didn't you come any sooner? Lazarus is dead. So Jesus looks at her look, he's not dead. He's just asleep. Look, this is for a greater purpose. He's trying to explain it to her. And he's don't you believe? You know who I am. You've been rocking with me. And Martha's she mad. She man, you could have came back. You could have saved him, basically, right? So she, she leaves or whatever. So she goes to marry her sister. She tells her sister, look, man, go meet him. He's up there. She ain't really too happy. But Mary, she runs to him. And she kind of met him in the same place where, Martha was. Because he taking his time. You know what I'm saying? So she goes to him and she's distraught. She's just weeping, and he actually felt so bad where this is the one part in the Bible where it says Jesus wept, period. Okay? He wept with her because it was just, he knew, that she was just grieving. And he was basically trying to tell her, like, look, it's going to be okay. You got to believe. Show me where he is, right? So, boom. She takes him there. Here is where he's at, right? He basically tells Lazarus, they move the stuff because he's stinking now. They like, we had to put him in here because he's stinking. Now, listen, let me make this point. Jesus had to wait like 4 days because in this custom back then, all right, you had to wait 4 days, and then they will be like, you're dead. Now they pronounce you 12:05, you died if you died at 12:05. But at that time, no, they like, look, 4 days you dead, okay? So now, the 4 days has passed, so he's stinking. So they put him in this little tube. They like, look, he was stinking. We had to put him in the thing. So basically, Jesus tells them, move this to the side. They move that to the side. Everybody's watching. Everybody's there. They're looking. He calls them. He says, get up, come forth. All right? Come forth. Do you hear that? Come forth. Out of that situation that you were in. Because he was in this situation. Okay? And a lot of us are in situations too. And God calls us out of these situations sometimes. And we got to come forth. You want to know why? We got to listen and come forth because we are the evidence. All right? Now, this is just a touch of J, baby. I'm trying to put this out there in pieces for you the way that God gave it to me. All right? So now listen. Let me tell y'all something here. When God calls us out of certain situations and he calls us to come forth, we have to listen and we have to be obedient. We have to do this. Now, look, I got some pointers now because once you are called forth, Bible tells us for those of y'all who subscribe to the book, meaning believe, and for those of y'all who don't, the Bible tells us many are called, but few are chosen. Okay, Lazarus was one of the ones that was chosen. And some of us out here, we're chosen. And we're called. And when we're called and chosen, we have to come forth. Like I said, because we are the evidence, right? Now, what happens is that when this happens, I gotta bring this to y'all the way that God brought it to me. You get naysayers, people who don't believe. That's when the haters come, okay? That's when the haters come because all they see is, now listen, God called you out of this situation. You understand what I'm saying? God called you out of this situation. Now look, let me break it down. Let's say you were an ex-drug dealer, okay? You sold crack to people, you were giving crack to your mom. I don't know what y'all out here doing, but let's just say that was what the thing was. God called you out of that to a better life. All right, let's just say you was out and you got a better life. Let's just say you was a prostitute, a male prostitute or a female prostitute. Look, this is just a touch of J, baby. I'm just trying to put this out there in pieces for you. You out there, you doing your thing, doing what it is that you do. God called you out of that. You're no longer doing that anymore. Let's just say you was raised without a father or something. Okay, and you grew up bad, like life wasn't good for you. But you out here, God called you forth. You out here doing what it is that you do, living your best life. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? Listen, this is just a touch of J, baby. I'm trying to put this out there in pieces for you. All right? So God goes ahead, he calls you forth, right? And you out here now, you doing what God tells you to do, and you are so excited. You're like, oh my God, my life is amazing. Y'all know how I be. I be like, oh my God, my life is amazing. I love my life. I love God. I'm posting it on my social media. I'm talking to y'all about God. Y'all know now. I was just talking to y'all about some other stuff. Hell, I ain't know nothing about no regular sex not too long ago. Come on now. God is doing a good thing in my life. He's restoring a lot of stuff. Okay? So now I'm able to go ahead and I'm able to be honest with y'all. I'm able to talk to y'all. And it's a lot of people, a lot of y'all out here, y'all going through that. And that's when the haters come. Because you know what? They like this. Hold on, wait a minute. They don't understand why you got so much joy, so much peace. You understand? So much understanding about you, so much glory where you just want to spread God's word. You're like, oh, they like, oh no, wait a minute, hold on, that's too much for me. Remember I told y'all, I had people tell me, that's too much, All right now. Not everybody wants to see you happy. But the haters, they encamp around you because, oh my gosh, I got to tell y'all this, your pain, okay, the pain, the heartbreak, everything that you went through, it attracts them, baby. Yeah, it attracts them. They don't know. They can't do nothing but look, okay? Your pain attracts that evidence. You understand what I'm saying? They like, hold on, wait a minute, what's going on? Why they so happy? Hold on, wait a minute, what's going on? The dad wasn't there, and why they so hyped? They should be broken like us. They should be messed up like us. You understand what I'm saying? Remember I told y'all how I was all messed up, and I cried every day for like 6 months. I was jacked up. I was messed up. All right. And now I'm the evidence that you guys get to see because God has restored me and he's blessed my life. Now y'all get to see the fruit. You get to see, you know, a tree by its fruit. You actually get to see that I have a Just a Touch of J app now, that I have Make a Love V's Kitchen, that I cook for a lot of people. Okay. That I do a lot of different things, that I have my own fitness company now. You actually get to see that God can change someone. Those of y'all who know I lost 60 pounds. I work out now all the time. You actually get to see that, and people are seeing what you have going on too because you are their evidence. Okay, you got where I'm coming from. You are y'all getting this? I hope y'all getting this, baby, because this is Just a Touch of J. I told y'all don't pass it that like that, but when God give me stuff, I got to put it out there in pieces for you. Okay, so you get the haters, the naysayers, the enemy. You know, they come around because they don't understand it. Okay, you have to be very, very careful. That's when you need to watch your circle, because you are the evidence. You understand what I'm saying? You have to watch the circle that you're in. Watch what you're doing. Now, because remember, I don't know if you so for those of y'all who know and those of y'all who don't know, when Jesus went up to the mountain, he only took 3 disciples with him. He didn't take the 12 that he had rolling with him, because you can't take everybody when you elevate. Elevation requires separation. So when you start seeing these haters and things, you know, that starts happening out there. You know, y'all know when y'all start getting that hate. The hate don't work. They start telling lies. Shout out to you, Fabulous. He's a rapper. But you know, stuff like that starts happening. Y'all got to be very, very careful. And you can't be mad at them because they don't know. You understand what I'm saying? They don't know. I mean, they know they hating. Hi, haters, because y'all need this work too. They know. But they don't really understand because they haven't been called. Okay, and if they have been called and chosen, maybe they're not out there doing what it is that they do that God's telling them that they need to do. All right, you know, come on now. Y'all know sometimes God laid on your heart to do right and y'all don't choose to do right. So your life is not good like someone else's life. You know, those people's life, they don't have that type of life, and they hate sometimes. Okay, so look, your haters come around, and when your haters come around, that means that you're elevating, and you know that when you're elevating, you know that they are supposed to watch because you are the evidence. I told you. God said, I'm going to make your enemies your footstools. I'm going to anoint your head with oil. Your cup is going to overflow. He's going to prepare a table for them so they can watch you eat. And this is Just a Touch of J, baby. I just had to put that out there in pieces for you. So when you are called because you are the evidence, know that you're going to get that hate. From the door, they're going to think you changed, you too churchy, you too this, you too that, or you think you better than us now. No, they think that you are better. Okay? Because they themselves haven't grown up to the level that you are on. Every level got a different devil, baby. And if they ain't up there where you at, I told y'all before, this is Just a Touch of J. I'm trying to put this out there in pieces for you, that when you are like a 12th grader does not a second grader cannot understand on a 12th grade level. Okay? They just can't. They 2 different type of levels. So when you elevated up and God elevated you to show that you are the evidence from out of this situation, just like Lazarus, just understand the hate gonna come. Okay? And pay attention to the elevation, baby, and enjoy it and love it. All right? So that's basically all I want to talk to y'all about. Understand that when you are the evidence, you got to go ahead and let that little light shine. Y'all know when I tell y'all shine on them because they hate it, baby? That's what I mean, because somebody needs it. All right, somebody needs it. Y'all know how the song says, the world needs love. Okay? Yes, somebody needs this. They need to see it because you are the evidence. You are the evidence that God can make a way out of no way. You are the evidence that he is a rewarder to those who diligently seek you. You are the evidence that if you were raped, that you can still have a productive marriage. You are the evidence that if you were out here selling drugs, you can tell a younger guy that he doesn't have to do that anymore. That listen, you can tell him the truth. That's why I tell you all my testimonies. That's why I'm not afraid to tell you the truth. I used to be lying. I used to do a lot of unnecessary stuff because I didn't believe in me and who I was and who God called me to be. But I am the evidence, and so are you. All right? So let that light shine, y'all. Understand that you just have to be an example sometimes out here in life. And don't fall for the okie doke. Make sure y'all check out that episode too. I just dropped it, on the Just a Touch of J app and the Just a Touch of J podcast. All right? It's thorough. But, don't fall for the okie doke. Because, sometimes people come around sometimes and, they see the evidence, but they don't understand why. So they try to test you. And in that testing, sometimes we can fall for it. So just stay on the right path, focus on your goals, and stay focused. Get some vision boards, y'all. I'm real big on vision boards. If this message meant anything to you, please let me know, because I really feel like God laid this on my heart right here. Okay, because we are really the evidence out here, and people might not understand it, baby. They might shy away from you. They may run away from you because they don't understand it. They may think that you're better. They may think that you did too much changing and you're not the way that you used to be. But when God calls you forth out of a dead situation like he did Lazarus, you can't be the same, baby, because you understand how good God is. You understand how good God is. You understand where he can bring you from. You understand. Listen, you understand, guys. I used to have to sleep in my car some nights. Do you not understand? This is just a touch of J, baby. I have to put that out there in pieces. I was a mess at times in my life. And look at what God has done with me, and he's going to do it with you too. All right? So just be the evidence, okay? You don't got to try to be all holy. You don't got to try to be something that you're not. Just be you. All right? The world will adjust and shine on them because they hate it, baby. All right? And just trust in what you believe. If you are out here, and look, real quick before I go, I got to say this. Don't get discouraged. I've been there. Okay? I've been there. When I got called out of my dead situations and I started seeing how people was acting, I tried to dumb myself down a little bit. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Those people who love you and are supposed to be there in your life, in that circle, they're going to be there. They're not going to run away. They're not going to shy away from you. They're going to stay there. Okay? The job situations or anything that you guys got going on, anything that's involved in that change, it's still going to be there because you're doing what it is that you're supposed to do. Okay, so don't get discouraged. Just go forth. Don't pay attention to any distractions that are around you that are trying to get you off course. And you know if they're a distraction or not. Okay, because you know that it'll take you off course. You'll see. Okay? All right, so I love you guys. I love my babies. I got a secret I want to tell y'all too. Guess what mama got coming up? Everybody on Facebook already does. Well, my personal Facebook page for all my friends and my families and my loved ones. Yes, you guys are going to be able to hear me daily on one of the Atlanta radio stations. Yes, I got contacted by the network yesterday, and this is Just a Touch of J, baby. I told you I'm the evidence. And I just had to put that out there in pieces for you. Okay? Now I'm going to skate on up out of here and do what it is that I do. I got to go ahead and get some of these ad movements in. Make sure y'all are checking out my Inspirational Sundays on My Name is RONI76 on Instagram, baby. And the Just a Touch of J app is almost done. Yeah, I'm doing a little revamping to that thing. So y'all can go ahead and get that good knowledge, all right? Let me take a deep breath. Who is this? Come on, y'all. What is this? What is this? What is this? This is Just a Touch of J, baby. Yeah, y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? This is Just a Touch of J, baby. And I'm just trying to put it out there in pieces for you. Okay? I love y'all. Until next time. All right? Bye-bye.